Last October, I said goodbye to my Rotary Club back in Michigan, sold my home, loaded up my bicycle, and set off, crisscrossing the country, Forrest Gump style, some have said, on a 2-year volunteer mission around the country to help people get to their chemo appointments. Along the way, I've pedaled over 8,000 miles, spent hundreds of nights in my tent, repaired dozens of flat tires, ruined 3 bikes, and thankfully encountered 0 bears so far. The thing is, I'm just getting started because all that is nothing compared to the 10 or 20 miles that stand in between too many people and the cancer treatments that could save their lives. I believe that every cancer patient deserves to get the recommended treatment on the recommended schedule. The American Cancer Society does too, of course, so they have a program to help with these transportation barriers. It's been around since the early 80s. It works a lot like a slow version of Uber, except the drivers are all volunteers, the rides are completely free, and the stakes are very high. But it's been heartbreakingly short on drivers since the pandemic. More than half of all the requests were rejected last year because we just don't have enough drivers in each area. I think there's definitely a magic to Rotary, so I like this year's theme. But I set off last year and I'm not done creating hope in the world yet. If you've ever been to an American Cancer Society event, you know that word, hope, it's at the very center of everything we do. We're always hoping that the next batch of research will pan out. We hope that people will go get screened in time. We hope that a biopsy comes back negative. We hope that the insurance companies will cover the treatments and that employers will be understanding of all the time someone might need to take off. We do everything we possibly can, and then we hope. So when my son went off to college last year, I got on my bike and I set off with the hope that I could find some drivers along the way. I've talked to over 80 different Rotary clubs so far, and when I tell them how flexible this program is, how they can see a list of what rides their neighbors need, and all they have to do is raise their hand a couple times a month when they see a request that fits their schedule, there's generally a person or two in each club that's happy to start driving, and many more willing to help in other ways. That's fantastic, and I'm going to keep going, talking to as many clubs as I can. You're probably seeing this because I'm headed toward your neck of the woods. If we're talking 3, 4, 5, 6 months out, I probably have a lot of wiggle room over exactly which week I'll be passing through. If we're getting down to the last minute, then I probably have a specific date in mind, but I can adjust my talk to squeeze it into your agenda. I can cover the essentials in as little as 3 minutes. If you'd like me to stop by, you can reach out to my Chemo Riders Facebook page or email me at info@chemoriders.org or call or text me at 248-387-9876. Thank you so much for taking the time to consider this, and I hope that we can get our schedules to line up.